If somebody's out there listening to it and they feel inspired, but then they're thinking, I can't give my time to all the practices due to lack of time, what should I prioritize?
I think you should prioritize yourself, right? It's not that we have a lot of time to do everything. We just make sure we are giving that dedicated amount of time to what we actually need in our life. And maybe for me, what has helped me is waking up early in the morning. I'm waking up much earlier than I actually used to wake up so that I have more time for my sadhana. You want to add on something, Josh?
Sure, yeah, I think what you just said is true. Is making, if you prioritize this in your life, like Aishwarya said, is for me, if I set this as a priority, a lot of the rest of my life will begin to adapt around it, but also in a more direct response. I had this conversation with someone the other day because they learned these practices and they have a full-time job and they have a family, and they'd be doing 6 to 7 hours of practices a day if they were doing everything. And that's the question, is what should I do? And I think there's two aspects to look at it, because not knowing you, I can't tell you what you specifically should be doing. And even knowing you, I don't know exactly. But for me, if you find something really, really affects you deeply, then we have this idea that it should be hard or it should be work. And I think one of the things is looking at it and saying, it's okay if I really, like this lady loved to do Angamart, and but I feel like I've been told I should do yogasanas every day. And I said, look, if you love Angamardana and it's a struggle to do yogasanas, do Angamardana, enjoy it, enjoy the way it makes you feel, enjoy whatever practice it is, whatever you're doing, enjoy it, don't feel like you should be doing something else. And then there's the idea that you should also step into the realms which are uncomfortable for you. For me, as a former athlete, holding my yoga asanas for a long time, doing Surya Kriya, stretching out Surya Kriya, doing these sort of things was uncomfortable because I'm used to just going. And so finding that balance of what are the areas I want to grow into and test my limits, and then what are the areas that make my life more joyful and happy and that sort of stuff. And finding that right balance for you, that's how I approach it, is and if people ask me, I think that's only something you can look at within yourself, because I remember a lot of people, they learn Shakti and they drop Shambhavi like nothing, because you don't feel like, for whatever reasons, but Shambhavi is nice. Come home at the end of the day, you do your Shambhavi, you feel a little bit better, it's a little sweeter. There's definite value in your life being more beautiful, your life being sweeter. I think there's a tendency to want to work hard, to want to accomplish, to want to do that. So yeah, it's not I don't think a simple answer is, hey, focus on this, don't focus on that. It's something that, even in terms of my experience with stuff, like in the past, I've been told I need to be up at 104 Surya Shaktis, but then this last time I went into silence, I was doing 6 Surya Kriyas in the morning and 3 Surya Kriyas at night. So that's, about 3 hours of Surya Kriya. It was quite a long time, but it was beautiful in a very different way. Like I get done with 108 Surya Shaktis, I'm like, yeah, I can walk through that wall, like I'm an athlete. You get done with that many Surya Kriyas, I'm sorry, I think I said Surya Shaktis, 108 Surya Shaktis. You do that many Surya Kriyas and it's just, life is beautiful. There's a certain flow. Yeah, so there's no easy answer to that. But what I have found works for me is, especially going through really busy times, I have a minimum, right? Like I'll set within my mind that this is the minimum I will get up and do. And if you just hold to that, then, and so for me, I don't say the minimum is 4 hours of this. For me, at one point it was Angamardana, one cycle of Surya Kriya in my Anadi practice, and then doing Surya Kriya and Anadi in the morning. And that, when I was going through some pretty crazy, where I'm working like 14-hour days and stuff like that, that's just what I held on to. This is going to happen. Right now I have more time, so it's different. But if you set that, this is the minimum, this is what it means, this is the stuff that I'm going to do every day, maybe on other days you do more, I think that can get you through and simplify it.
And yeah, maybe how much of a time they have and whatever practice is possible for them, maybe they should just start with it. and see how it goes with them. And then they'll know how much more time they can give and what more is needed in their life. I know someone who's been doing Isha Kriya for 8 years, and he's a director and he's directed many movies and he's been doing Isha Kriya. And then he's so happy and he's satisfied with all that he's doing. And then they also mentioned they had thyroid problems, and then mentally, when they feel they're not stable, this has helped. I'm like, okay, good. So what next? So maybe they'll take it at their own pace, and we can only tell them whatever we have experienced in our life.
If you don't have a glimpse, then you don't have the momentum to keep it going, isn't it? Mind becomes hopeless. Oh, maybe there is nothing beyond this. Maybe this is all there is after all. Eating, sleeping, reproducing, dying. What else is there? This is all there is to life. You'll try to convince yourself. So a little glimpse is given. To glimpse is only an inspiration to give you the necessary momentum to go on with life, to go on with the search and seeking. Now, jumping and looking beyond the wall was good at one time. After some time it becomes frustrating because it's just one moment looking and falling back again. So what we need to do? Now jumping is not good enough, we need to build a ladder, isn't it? I've always described yoga as a ladder to the divine.
And that's a beautiful thing. His life is improved. That's absolutely
Yes.
beautiful that
Yes.
somebody, like, he's gotten benefit.
Yes, yeah.
At the same time, I do get a lot of questions like these where people are simply looking for a benefit. So they will ask things like, I want to know which is the best practice so that I feel very active in my old age, or which is the best practice so that I don't feel lonely. So they will look for a certain type of benefit, and only because of that they will do it. And I feel that doing something for the sake of getting something out of it is taking the whole magic, the whole process. You're just working on the goal, or you're not seeing the steps that you have to take. So it's easy to fall off when you don't see the results.
And I don't think you can take it and say, I do this practice, this is exactly what happens within me. We each have different systems, we each have different things. Aishwarya shared with us her BSP experience. For me, I didn't have that experience with BSP. There's people who speak glowingly about BSP. I didn't have that transcendent experience that people have. So I think if you're looking at it like it's a shopping mall and you can just go in and buy this thing and take it home with you and wear it when you feel down or whatever it is, it doesn't work that way because it's subjective. So I think that doing it from a sense of this is a practice that I'm bringing into my life, and like Aishwarya said, if it's Isha, we're here because Isha worked for us. If you go and learn breath watching with the Buddhists, or if you go and learn another type of yoga that works phenomenally for you, that's wonderful. But finding something that you do, and you're going to do even when you're uncomfortable. Like, it may add benefit to your life, but like Aishwarya said, she gets up every day. She hasn't missed Shambhavi in 4 years it's been?
Yes, it's been 4 years. 4 beautiful years since Shambhavi.
Look at you. But I mean, she hasn't missed it in 4 years. That's a wonderful thing. So the really amazing things about some of these practices, you can't go in knowing you're going to get them. Like, if you expect them, it can actually prevent you from getting them. Which is a weird thing because you have this expectation. Sometimes you set it and it becomes a barrier for you. So from my experience, that's a bad way to, or that's, I don't want to say bad or good. You can get in your own way if you're trying to extract something from it.